Hi guys, welcome back to CAD on the mic. We are here with a very special guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi. I'm so happy to be here. My name is Phoebe French, and I play Charlotte on Cobra Kai.
That is so cool. That's like I can never get over just like having someone from the show on the show. It's just it blows my mind. And yeah, I mean, guys, you guys might have recognized her because she was on the other show we had like 3 years ago or something, and it's been 3 years since we actually last did one of these, so pretty insane.
It's been crazy. I literally can't believe it.
No, you and me both. I'm so surprised that because it doesn't seem that long ago. However, 2022 was 3 years ago. Like
Yeah,
ah,
crazy.
just just old. I don't like it. But yeah, let's just say let's catch up with you. How have you been? What have you been up to lately?
Yeah, good. I've been doing really well. I live in Atlanta, so there's been a lot of, film and TV stuff happening here, which is fun. Yeah, so mostly just auditioning and trying to do what I can. So,
That
yeah.
is awesome. How's the auditioning going? Is everything going good with that?
It's good. I think post-strike, it honestly hasn't picked up to as much as it was in like 2020, 2021 was
Hmm.
kind of like the peak. And then obviously the strike happened with the SAG strike, so that kind of delayed things for a bit, but I feel like the past like month or two it's been picking up, which has been really good.
That's really good to hear because I know like the strike really held up like a lot of things, and
Yeah,
yeah, I know some things got canceled, some things got put on hold, so I'm glad that things are picking back up again. That's really really awesome for you guys.
sure.
But we're just gonna say, I mean, Cobra Kai season 6 part 3 is coming out Thursday, right?
Yeah, I'm
That
so
is,
excited.
I'm excited for that too. I've been a fan of the show since it came out, which is insane. Like, I think it was what 2018 it came out. I could be
Yeah. Yeah,
completely.
you're an OG.
Yeah, it was on YouTube. I had YouTube Red before they changed it to YouTube Premium. It was YouTube Red, and I had that. I got the 13-day trial, whatever it was, and
Mhm.
then I never looked back because that was awesome.
Yeah.
But let's just say, let's just without, of course, of what you can say. What was your favorite memory working on the whole show?
Oh my gosh. My favorite memory overall, I mean, probably the first like time that I was on set was got to be up there. And then filming season 4 All Valley, definitely up there too. And then a lot of stuff that happens in the last part of um part 3, season
Yeah.
6. I'm probably most excited for that, like out of any of the drops. Partly because it is, the last one, and partly just because of what happens in that. So a lot of good memories, kind of how it all wraps up was just so fun.
I mean, it's the final thing. They got to go big or go home because I mean that's
Exactly.
it's their
Yeah.
last chance to do something. So let's just
Yeah,
throw it all in there. That
for
is
sure.
that is awesome. But and season 4, I've not done a rewatch in so long. Do you remember what your first scene was in season 4?
Yes, it was at the like gymnastics studio when Miguel and Johnny are going to try and recruit girls to join because they realize that they need a female competitor. So walking in there and not knowing what the heck is happening and just getting to see them for the first time and kind of be like, "Oh my God, holy crap, like
You're
this
like,
is
what?
actually happening."
They're here. This is. I'm not watching this on TV anymore. They're right there. That
Yeah.
that's so cool. I met. Oh my god. Oh wow. Billy Zabka. I met him. Actually the same year that I started doing the series on here. He was just awesome. I loved. We talked for a bit. He was really cool.
Yeah.
Traveled to Boston to do that. So that was insane.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you also worked on a few other projects. Do Revenge. Tell me the oh wow, tell me the experience with that.
Do Revenge was so much fun. I got to film it in between filming seasons 4 and season 5 of Cobra Kai. So it was kind of like that sweet spot. We filmed it over a summer. And yeah, the cast on that was just incredible to work with them. And it was kind of like my first big, had lines, had a trailer. I felt like really cool working with that. And then, yeah, it was such a fun show, or movie. Yeah, it was really, really fun.
I assume that the difference between Cobra Kai and Do Revenge, it was like the vibe was completely different from like what you're used to from Cobra Kai.
Yeah, it was very different. It was it was mostly was filmed in Atlanta, so that was kind of the same. We did film some of it in Miami, but yeah, just very different. I mean, kind of the movie, these people the crew didn't really know each other that well because
Mhm.
they're only filming for this like 2.5 month period, whereas a lot of the crew on Cobra Kai had known each other since the start, like they had remained the same. So, um, they were just a lot like closer and kind of goofing off a lot. But yeah, we definitely got close during the course of filming Do Revenge, and I met a lot of cool people.
That is so cool because like I know like a movie and a TV show completely different, obviously completely different, but like even filming wise, completely different stuff. You have a time span at least with well you have time span with both of them, but like more of a less time span for like movies, I assume.
Yeah, yeah.
That is so cool. So refresh people's memory because I think I did ask this on the other one. I forgot to go back and rewatch. Been really busy with work today. How I'm trying to move my thing. How did you get into acting?
Yeah, I started doing film and TV stuff when I was probably like 4 or 5. Um, and I did theater a lot as well. So I did kind of like all different kinds of stuff growing up. I just always loved it. Any kind of thing I could do, whether it was like musicals or plays or film and TV. And so I did that growing up and just absolutely loved it. And then I went to college for acting and graduated with that. And then after college, I was like, the thought of doing this as a career is terrifying, but
Yeah.
I might as well try. Like, I don't know. It's scary because you just know how kind of competitive it is, but somehow, I've been lucky to be able to get on some sets and do some stuff, but it is a lot of hard work. But, I just think back to when I was a little kid and I'm like, this is why, I enjoyed doing it. So, yeah.
That is so cool. Now, do you prefer musicals or straight plays?
Definitely straight plays. I'm not the
Really?
best singer in the world. I'm okay, but I'm not good enough to like do that as a job or do it professionally. I'll just sing in the car.
That's where everyone sings.
Yeah, right?
That's so cool. I've done 7 shows since I started acting.
Yeah, I follow your Instagram, so I'm like, yeah, you're a theater kid, I know.
Yeah, well, I got into it literally because I was bored. My friends were like, "Hey, you want to try out for the play? Last auditions are tonight." I'm like, I got nothing else better going on with my life. I'll do it. I ended up getting a role. Then they're like, "Oh, hey, someone dropped the show. Do you wanna play this his character?" I'm like, "Yeah, I would love to." And then I fell in love with it, and that now we're here.
Yeah, it's such a cool feeling that there's really, there's nothing like kind of just like that thrill of being on stage and like getting to do something that you've worked so hard with your group of friends with. So
It
it's the
really,
same, it's the same on set too.
yeah. I assume it's like kind of similar. However, more I feel like more of like a you have more freedom on set because you're not confined to a stage.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a set, of course, but you can move around more, and they got cameras, a lot more cameras. Um, yeah, no, it's been fun. I personally prefer musicals because I just love dancing.
Yeah,
I didn't think I liked that until I did my first musical. I'm like, oh, it's kind of
it's
fun.
fun.
It's kind of fun
That's
actually.
awesome.
Um, so and then how did you if you were able to say how did you get into the role of Charlotte on Cobra Kai?
Yeah, so when I kind of like auditioned or first got the information about it, I didn't know what it was going to be for exactly. Obviously, I knew it was Cobra Kai, and all it said was athletic female types.
Hmm.
Um, so I was like, okay, like I guess I don't know anything about karate, but if they ask me, I'll just say I know a little bit and then study up on it. Um, but yeah, I didn't know the full extent. So we filmed a couple days and then it turned into like 2 weeks. And then finally they kind of told us what our role was going to be. So I think they were kind of like testing the waters and seeing how we looked because there was three girls that got picked, me, Gianna, and another girl that got picked. So it was really cool to kind of bond with them, and then they kind of saw, if they liked us, if we fit the vibe, if everything was going well before they kind of told us, you have names and you're going to get to do the All Valley. And then, yeah, we progressed from there. So,
That is so cool, and you and Gianna have been there since like the very beginning, from like when you guys were on the
yeah.
show. That is actually really cool to hear about that. So with of course we got the final season coming up. What was your reaction to the announcement of the final season? Did you know, or did it like when you found out when everyone else found out?
Um, they had been on season 5, they had been talking about their thoughts and kind of they thought that it was going to be the last season and nothing had been confirmed,
Mhm.
but it was kind of we could tell that that's kind of what they were gearing up to, but I didn't find out like for absolute certain until everyone else did.
Oh, that's
So,
so cool. I know
yeah.
because like season 5 ended. Like, okay, this could be the ending. It
Yeah.
Because I was watching, I'm like, okay, this they would have announced it was the final season, but this kind of wraps a lot of things up.
Yeah, I mean, Daniel kind of defeats Silver and all of that. And so it kind of left it a little bit with some closure
Yeah,
for
like he
sure.
goes to jail, Kreese breaks out, but like, okay, he could just been out. Like, who cares what happened to him?
Yeah,
He
he's
could,
done it before.
yeah, exactly. He's like, oh, he could just be a menace still somewhere else. But yeah, I remember thinking to myself like, no, we're gonna get one more season. They gotta give us one more season, and then we didn't
Yeah.
hear anything about it for like months. And I was still telling
Mhm.
everyone, I'm like, getting one more season, guys. I got that. I got a feeling, and then we
Yeah,
did. I'm like,
yeah.
what I tell you guys? What I tell you?
Well, they started filming it actually in 2023.
Mhm.
It was like May, and we filmed a week of it, of the first episode, and then the strike happened, and then that lasted until the holidays. And then we came back in January, right when it ended, and just had to refilm that whole week's worth of stuff and then start all over again. So I feel like we've been on season 6 for a long time, but I guess it's just because like it's been 2 years in my brain.
Yeah, because like we last talked during at the end of season 5,
Hmm.
because because I don't know why I thought it was season 4, but it was definitely season 5, and then because I forgot the strike happened, and I was like, oh, that makes sense now.
Yeah.
Because I that whole year was of course it was weird for you guys. It was also really weird because I went to New York Comic Con,
Hmm.
and like all the guests there, they had panels. They couldn't talk about anything just due to the strike and everything. And I'm just sitting there. I didn't go to the panel, but I remember a lot of people were complaining. I'm like, guys, they literally can't do it. Like,
Yeah. Such a weird
mhm.
situation.
It's like they want to do it. They want to talk about it, but they actually can't. So I know people were talking about like their dogs at home. I thought that was kind of funny. Excuse me. I'm sorry about that. What will you miss about working on the show?
Um, so much stuff. I think it like obviously holds such a special place in my heart because it was kind of the first thing that I really got to do and kind of get me into like my real love of film and TV because after I graduated I was like I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life and that kind of just fell into my lap. But I think mostly I just miss being with those people every single day. The crew and the cast, just you're with them you bond with people, when you're with someone for that long. So it was such just like a fun, consistent thing that doesn't even feel like work. You just get it every day. We're excited to like get up and go in. We're like, what are we gonna do today? I don't know, but I don't even care. So yeah, I just miss being with that community for sure.
It's like when you know what you found your calling to in life and you enjoy it. That's what it is right there. That's, I mean, for you it's acting. That's super cool. And I know how it is. Like, oh, you work with those people for like I don't know, like 4 or 6 months, and then you're like, they're family. These guys
Yeah.
are family to me.
Hmm.
Um, Speaking of acting, do you have any like advice for people who want to get into acting or going to school for acting?
Yeah. I think just don't doubt yourself, and that's so hard to do, obviously, but you know, someone has to do it, someone has to act, and someone has to be booking these roles, and someone has to, there's so many opportunities, so it might as well be you. Like, don't count yourself out. Because there's so many more opportunities and things than you could possibly imagine. So if you love doing it, it'll like show, and um you'll be successful with it for sure.
I mean, especially with like outlets with like TikTok now, Instagram, like all these social media outlets, YouTube. It's easier to, even if you don't have an acting reel, you could start doing stuff on other platforms and make connections through there. And
Yeah.
that, I mean, that's pretty much how a lot of things happen today. It's just through social media. And it's not like how it was back in the 80s or 90s where, oh, you have to know someone in Hollywood, or, oh, you have to actually go to school for it and all that. Go to school for it, guys. Like, trust me, you're going to learn a lot. Um, and it's just, acting is just so fun. And also, if you get declined a role, or you don't get a call back, don't get discouraged from it. Happens
Yeah.
all the time.
It happens like so much more than the success. But if you even just take it as like, well, this self-tape, this audition is a chance to act, I'll just have fun with it. You can't get too upset about not getting it because, it was an opportunity even that they liked you enough to send you an audition request. So,
Exactly. No, and also it's just, there's no better chance just to practice acting with other
mhm.
actors.
Yeah, for
I just got an email saying that I wasn't casted in a show I just auditioned for. I was fine with it. I was not too much of a fan of the venue. The venue was falling apart. But it was an old place. But I was like, you know what? That's okay. That's okay,
yeah,
because I did my best, and that's all I could do.
yeah.
It's no big deal.
Other stuff will always come up, and if you enjoy doing it, then it'll be okay because you'll move on to the next thing, and you can always take more classes and connect with other people that are excited about it too. So,
Exactly, and I think I live by everything happens for a reason, and I
yeah.
truly think that everything does happen for a reason. So I'm okay with that not happening. Bummed out, yeah. I mean, no one ever
Yeah,
wants to
of
get
course.
rejected from an acting role, but you know what? Okay, I mean, what? Nothing you could do about it right now because they
Yeah.
did it already. Um, and I know they have so I know the Cobra Kai cast does cons and everything. Do you ever think about doing like a con or something?
Yeah, I would love to. They recently, like this week, there was like an event at SCAD here in Atlanta. So I got to go to that, and it was really fun to get to see everyone. Obviously, I wasn't up on the stage,
Mm.
but a lot of the crew and the cast were there, so it was good to see all of them. But yeah, I'd love to go to those. It's just hard with travel and stuff, but I know
I
they're really fun, so I would love to go to more.
I completely get that. Traveling for a convention is the worst thing in the world, especially if it's far. I know they just had MegaCon in Florida,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
know a lot of the Cobra Kai cast was there too. I saw a lot of pictures online. Like, man, I really want to be there.
I know. I was getting FOMO. It looked so fun.
Oh, it does. And I had so many friends who went there too, and I'm just sitting there. I'm like, I really want to go. And they have a. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and they have the big Star Wars convention in Japan, and I'm just like, I want to go to that so badly if it wasn't
Yeah,
out of the country.
yeah,
I know they have a huge. They got a Cobra Kai just centric convention happening in New Jersey.
yeah,
Don't know when that is, but I saw that. I'm like, okay, that's something I might go to because that sounds fun.
yeah. I hope to go to that as well because that's, like perfect.
If you do, let me know because that'd be awesome.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it would be so fun.
That would
Yeah.
be sick. And I know I got a couple of friends who also like Cobra Kai. I'm like, yo guys, we're gonna go because the actually I'm not gonna say how far it is from me because that's gonna let's just say it's not that far, but I'm not
Yeah.
gonna specify because I forgot this is being recorded. And then we got a couple last few things here without spoiling the last part. Describe it in 3 words if you can.
Okay. Um, Okay, I gotta think about it. Um, I think just like wraps up nicely. And I don't know if that's
Wraps up
like
nicely. That's 3 words. There you go.
good enough for
That's
like
great. Yeah.
anything like that, but I think a lot of doors that have been opened and there's like a lot of loose ends and there's so many characters and had so much time to build up so much that I feel like things, the last couple episodes, they honestly like everything kind of happens that you want to happen, if that makes sense.
That makes sense. Honestly, that is really, really nice to hear. I'm so excited for it. I think what it drops at like 3 in the morning on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I would stay up for it, but I have work the next morning.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to, but it's the last time, so maybe.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It's just like, oh, I would. However, I've been good with my sleep schedule lately. Kind of good.
Yeah.
But let's just we'll wrap everything up here. Where to find you at online?
Yeah, you can follow my Instagram. That's probably the social media that I use the most, which is Phoebe French, just my first and last name. And then I'm also on TikTok. I don't post a lot, but it's my first and last name too. So
Also, one more thing before you wrap up here. Oh, by the way, real quick, everything of yours will be in the description below, as usual. You have a show coming up, right? That
oh my
we
gosh, yes, I
You want
do.
to talk about that before we wrap up here?
Yes. So it's my first time producing anything, which is terrifying and expensive. So if you would like to come see it, I'm doing the play Misery by Stephen King. I don't know if you have heard of that at all, but it's going to be in Atlanta, Georgia. It's a play and it's from May 9th through 11th. So,
You guys are in Atlanta.
acting in that. So, yeah.
That is so cool. I'm sure you'll be posting a lot more information about it on your Instagram, as
Yes.
it comes up. You guys should definitely go support Phoebe because that is awesome. If I was able to get to Atlanta, I would 100% be there.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyone
um,
who's close by, I can't. Hopefully we'll be able to see you there.
yeah, hell yeah, that would be awesome. I mean, and it would be really cool. I mean, hey guys, also if you guys are in the area in New Jersey for the Cobra Kai convention, that's in June, I think. I have no idea. It's during the summertime. Uh, will most likely be there. So if you guys want to see me there, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
um, but yeah, guys. Phoebe, is there anything you want to say before we wrap up here?
Just thank you so much for having me, and I'm so excited for these last few episodes to drop. There's so much crazy stuff that goes on. So, yeah, I just want to be able to connect and watch it as a fan too. So, it's been so much fun, and I really can't wait to see it.
Thank you so much for coming on here, and congratulations on the final season. I'm not sure if that's something to congratulate
Thank
people
you.
on. And I mean, you guys saw part two. That the ending of that was wild, like
Crazy.
insane. So you guys go check it out. I mean, if you guys haven't even seen Cobra Kai yet, what are you doing? Go do that because
Yeah.
you got a couple days. You got 2.5 days. You guys could definitely do it.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, guys, hope you guys all enjoyed this video. And if you guys did, do not forget to like and stuff more. Guys, go check out. I have a QR code right here, guys. Go check out Cereal Milk. That's another channel I'm a part of. We produce skits, vlogs, and just other dumb things. And this will be out Wednesday. So we have a Valentine's Day video coming out. I will be dressed up in a costume. Not looking forward to that, but I'm excited for it either way. But yeah, guys, hope you guys all enjoyed. Check out Phoebe in the description below, and we'll talk to you later. See you guys.